In ancient Greece, there are many artifacts that symbolize heroism, such as the armor of Achilles or the club of Hercules. But there is a good one that fits the theme very well, and that is the Aegis of Athena and the armor of Achilles. Aegis is a leather shield, cloak, or chestplate depending on the interpretation. I think the shield interpretation fits best to the theme because of the fact that she is a god of war, strategy, and that it was originally Zeus's, but allows his daughter to use it when she's in an active role protecting or aiding her allies. The meaning of the shield goes perfectly into the theme because of the idea of heroism. It is often seen for action, protection, and critical thinking. A great way that she does this is at the peak of the battle at Odysseus, where she uses her shield, Aegis, to show fear and amazement to the people that she was up against. Quote, "Then Athena, child of Zeus, whose shield is thunder, letting fall her supple rope at the father's threshold, rich, brocade, stitched with her own hands, labor, deigned the battled shirt of the Lord of Lightning, buckled by her breastplate, geared for wrenching war, over her shoulders slung the shield, all tassels, flaring terror, panic mounted." From Homer's The Odyssey, Book 22. Her doing this shows her divine power and her acting as a helping hand for Odysseus, as the shield of representation of heroism and confidence. This artifact dates back to the 8th and 6th century BCE in the Archaic period, where it was mainly represented as a shield with the head of Medusa on it. During this time, it represented protection and divine power, both attributes in heroism and stories. The reason why Medusa's head is on there is because it represents the previous representations, protection and divine power, but also symbolizes fear and to the connection of Perseus because he helped her slay Medusa. There are no notable museums that have a statue with Athena holding the Aegis, such as the Acropolis Museums in Athens, British Museum in London, Louvre Museum in Paris, and Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. The most common form of this artifact with Athena with Aegis as a shield were in vases, and they were found in many places like Athens and Corinth, such as the Bougon vase, and they date back to the 6th to 4th BCE. They would have remained there if we didn't bring him to museums, but if the shield were to have existed, then it would be in the Mount Olympus with Zeus. Achilles' armor is also an excellent artifact that represents heroism, crafted by Hephaestus. It contains a helmet, a breastplate, greaves to protect his legs, a shield which had the universe in the center of it, and a spear, which I think is cool. It had the universe in the center of it. I don't even know. When Hector kills Proclus, because Achilles lends it to him, he steals it, and Achilles has to kill him to take it back. And doing so, having his loss of him, he metaphorically loses his mental state and is willing to do heroic things because the shield was the main way to allow him. His mother then asks Hephaestus to create a new one, turning him to an unstoppable force in the battlefield. This next level armor and equipment makes him much more capable to defend his allies and make sure that he is protecting as many people as possible. And of course, it fits well to the theme of heroism because he needs the armor to be heroic. Quote, "Then, when a master craftsman had finished his work, he took it and put it in front of Achilles' mother, and she, like a hawk, came swooping down from Olympus, carrying the bright armor, the gift of Hephaestus." Homer's the Iliad Book 8. He is described as a hawk, or she is described as a hawk, swooping down from Olympus to give Achilles his gift, showing the reader how everyone saw that interaction go on and how they perceived him as a demigod of some sort. The armor dates back to 1600 to 1500 or 1100 BCE, but no piece of armor has ever been identified as actually being Achilles' armor. The armor could be like the armor that could be like Achilles' armor was discovered in 1960 near the village of Dendra, Greece, where the armor was Mythology, and based how he described the Achilles armor, that may have where he took the inspiration of when writing how Achilles armor looked like. The armor from Homer describes can be at Napilo archaeological museums in Greece. That's where the Dendra panoply is located. And Mycenaean era bronze weapons were located at National Archaeological Museums of Athens. Of course, armor were used by soldiers when they went to war as protection during combat. The object would have been in a stand when not in use. The object, if to have existed, would have been with Achilles, since it was a gift from the gods to him. Sure, there are a lot of artifacts that best describe the theme of heroism, but these two, to me, fit the best.